seen him this traumatized or this upset in my life. And what sucks is that people had the audacity to say that we faked it, that we staged this. And
why are you crying, bro?
I just feel like that was the last thing, like that was a punch in the face. Like, here we are being so honest with you guys, and we do, like, oh my god, I don't want to cry.
Yeah, you gonna make me cry. That's why I'm putting my
Here we
hand
are being so honest with you guys. Like, you guys say the craziest rumors about us, like the craziest things.
I gotta get some tissue. Go ahead, continue.
And like, we never respond to anything. Like not half, like everything we see is so stupid and so like untrue. Like every single little thing. Like, some people think that they're so smart, and I'm just like, no, like that is so completely wrong. Like, I've been called every name in the book. We've been accused of the most random things, but this one thing was like so traumatic to us. Like, we literally could have gotten hurt. Anything could have happened.
Could have got hurt. We could have not been here no
yeah,
longer.
like anything could have happened, and then here someone is making a fake.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Ashley Joyce. In today's video, we're going to be talking.
You gotta say, hey, Ace family. Hey.
So if you want to know what I'm going to say about this and whether I think the robbery was fake or not, keep watching. Where do I start? The first thing I want to say is, personally, I feel like, well, we'll get to that once I tell you some background. So the first thing is, there's a lot of people going around saying that the Ace family is fake, that they're the disgrace family, that they have maybe faked a robbery, that they are liars, manipulators, scammers, all this other stuff that rumor channels are saying or talking about. And they're basically saying these things based off of what they see and what they interpreted from what they seen. So, you know, that's just their interpretation. Now, what I want to say about this is, what I'm about to say, this is just my opinion. So if you think differently, that's fine. We're all entitled to our own opinion. You know, I recently did a video about Queen, and I think the reason I did the video is because I was just kind of tired of seeing everybody just being so negative and starting rumors and dragging people down, just like all of that. And I was like, dang, somebody should start like an anti-drama thing. But I mean, of course, drama sells, so people probably wouldn't care for that. You know, most people want to see drama. They want to see the negative, if you may. So I'm like, you know what? I might not give any views on this topic or these topics, but you know, it's cool. Like, I'm gonna just do my own little series called Anti-Drama, where I'm gonna just talk about things and what I think and how I feel. Cause I'm gonna put positivity out there, y'all. I'm gonna get positivity back. So if you got something negative to say, just click off the video. But if you got some like critique or criticism that, you know, you may have a point that maybe I didn't think about, even if it's on the opposing side of what I'm saying, then go ahead and comment. It's okay, because I feel like, you know, this is a conversation. Because none of us really know what happened. So let's just get to the video, okay? So basically, for the ones who don't know, the Ace family is a family here on YouTube. They have like 10 million followers, pretty big following. It's a family. It's a husband, a wife. Well, they're engaged, and they have a daughter and a daughter on the way. So in the past, a few things that people didn't like that they did was, one, they had a charity basketball event where they said they were going to donate $100,000 to charity, but they only donated $75,000. So people were upset about that because they were saying, well, we all bought tickets and you said $100,000. Why didn't you do that? Did you take the money and pocket it? How much did you profit? Of course, they were entitled to feel that way because some people did spend money, and they just, in their minds, they wanted to see $100,000 being donated to charity. That's the first thing. The second thing is, people are upset because they feel like Austin, which is the guy in the video or on the channel, they feel like he kind of like changed and became a little bit more full of himself, if that's the appropriate word, or became a little bit more cocky through growing in his channel. And they don't like his personality sometimes when it comes to that. And then also, I guess he had a editor where, you know, the editor said that he wouldn't pay him. He would either shout him out or pay him. And then Austin came online and said, look, the reason why is because he had to basically choose. Do I pay you or do we shout you out? Because if we shout you out, then you're gonna get a following. So I guess he was kind of using following as maybe revenue in his mind, or a trade-off. So that was another thing. People were saying, oh, that's wrong. Like, why can't you just shout him out plus pay him? And then another thing, I guess, what people are upset about is apparently, and I'm saying all this is alleged because I don't know facts of this, like I wasn't there, but people are saying like, oh, well, he said he bought his house and really he didn't buy his house. He is renting his house and they only have it for a year, and now they're faking this robbery so that they can move out. Hold on, I'm thirsty. I just literally, whatever. But yeah, so they were saying like maybe he said that so that they would have a reason to move out the home. So all of these reasons and whatever other reasons people have, they feel like the Ace family are scammers and that they, you know, they're fake and they just do things for views and for money and stuff like that. Well, here's my opinion on that. The first thing I like to say is I can understand why some people are upset with the whole like charity event situation. But what I can't understand is it's like people, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. It's like you can give $100 million to a charity and people will they will look at, well, you said you're gonna get them 105 million. So because you didn't give them 5 million, you're fake, you're a fraud. And I just can't quite understand how some people are just so, I can't even get the word out. Like, it's like you could feed the whole country in Africa. What? You can feed them Wendy's and people will be upset that you didn't give them McDonald's. It's like people pick and choose what they want to be mad about, because I see other YouTubers who do things to me that seems way worse and nobody comes for them at all. Now, I know being this big on YouTube, it comes with the territory. You're going to be bashed, you're going to be attacked. Unfortunately, I'm not saying it's right, but it just comes with it. It just sucks, but it comes with the territory. Personally, let me just tell you my perception so y'all can see where I'm coming from. When I seen the event and I seen the check and I seen them give the money to charity, I was like, oh my God, that's so amazing. Like, they are giving $75,000 to a charity, which most people they're not able to give that much money, you know, just right off the bat. You know, some people, they do what they can, which is great. Whatever you can do, everything counts. But it's like, to see someone promoting giving back, and to be honest, that made me think about myself, like, dang, what have I done to help somebody else? See, for me, my mind was like that. It wasn't like, oh, they said they were giving them 100,000, but they only gave them 75,000. I didn't even think of it like that. I was just so like just so happy to see someone on YouTube actually giving back. And there's a lot of other people who do this too, who give back and help, and other YouTubers as well. But I was just so focused on that blessing that they just did. And I couldn't wrap my head around how all of a sudden it became this whole negative thing. Now I can see if some people were like, hey, look, you said you're gonna get him $100,000, why didn't you? And then he said, oh, well, it's because whatever reason, you know. And if you agree with him, you didn't. If you did, okay, whatever. I think some of his reasons that he spoke on, because I did listen to the video, were valid, because a lot of us don't know how much it costs to hold an event to that magnitude. We don't. And while some people are saying, well, it doesn't cost that much, let me tell you, I mean, a lot of things people don't think about when it comes to planning an event. I mean, heck, I planned events where it's like 10 people, and I was like, dang, oh, hold on. That's a little expensive. Now imagine having an event where it's thousands of people. Like, I don't know. And I wasn't there. I can't see the actual write down of everything. I'm not going to go and spread rumors to say, well, because I feel this way, then it shouldn't be like chill, like just let's think of it that. But I said I understand where people are coming from. It's just I just don't think like that. Like, where I'm just like, oh, well, you gave them 75,000. Where's the other 25? You know, I'm grateful. Like, I'm just happy that they did that and inspired other people to get back too. Like, you win some, you lose some, you guys. And I know life sometimes it seems unfair, and some of us we complain about things. And I'm not saying, you know, if he did take that money and it was supposed to go to charity, he did pocket it. It's not my job to come at him, because karma is like, I believe in God. I believe you reap what you sow. So if he lied to everybody, it'll come back on its own. But it ain't my job to, you know, bash somebody for giving that. Like, I'm trying I don't know. I was just like, wow, that's great. That's great, you know. So that's my perception. But I didn't buy the tickets, so I'm just saying. Second thing that people were talking about, like I just said, they were talking about like his house, and no, I'm gonna get to that last. They were talking about the guy who he paid, his editor. Now, I did watch that video, and I honestly wasn't really feeling it. I like the Ace family, and I am a supporter of theirs. I feel like, you know, it's not many YouTubers that you see that are family oriented, like, and it's mainly because it's not as many, like, I guess it's more and more coming, but it wasn't really as many family channels like that was centered around a certain type of demeanor. I don't know. And so I feel like theirs is very calm, and it's not much drama, you know, and I like their channel a lot. I think to me, I see a lot of positive things from the Ace family, so I just personally don't see a lot of negative. So, but when I did hear this story, I was just kind of like, I wasn't really feeling his explanation. So basically, Austin was saying he felt like him and his family, they were paying the editor in subscribers, I guess, or in getting his following up, and they were using that as his form of payment. Now, the reason I didn't agree with that was because his logic, first thing, his logic was, well, if we're gonna shout him out, when we shout him out, that's gonna turn into followers, that's gonna turn into money. Okay, I get that. But I feel like when I do hair, I do a client hair, right? Let's say I do somebody hair, and they post me on their page. That's a form of exposure, right? It may not be millions, but even if they had 100, that's a form of exposure. And they tagged me. They still had to pay me to do their hair because I did a service, but because they were impressed with the quality of work that I did, they want me to do well. They want to promote me. They want to be like, hey, you know, she did my hair. I love my hair. And if y'all looking for a hairstylist, here is a hairstylist. So people can come to my page and follow and look and see if they like it or not. And they can choose whether they want to try me as a stylist. But I would if the person here that I did said to me, well, I'm not going to take a picture and post it on my page because either I'm going to pay you to do my hair, or I'm going to post a picture. Like, to me, that's just from the most basic logical standpoint. Like, we're not even talking about followers and money. We're just talking about specifics, like the whole, what's the word, the principle of the thing. I mean, I wouldn't be like, no, I'm not going to shout you out, because I know when I shout you out, like when I become, like if I ever, like my platform ever grow, which honestly, y'all, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. For me, it's just trying to help people. I just personally don't see myself ever being like, no, I'm not gonna shout you out if I pay you. Like, if I pay you, I think you did a good job, I'm gonna pay you for your work. And if I really like what you did, I'm gonna tell people, hey, this is the person who you should check out, you know? But that's just my perception. But let me get on to what some people may think. Some people may feel like it's also the guy's fault as well. And he does have a part to play. Let me tell you why, people. This is why it's so important to know your worth. Like, he took the position. So he kind of did it to himself too. He didn't have to work for him. He didn't have to do it that way. If Austin and Catherine are saying, well, we told him that this was what the payment was, and he accepted, then at the same time, it also falls on him too. Because like, I feel like if I have a job or somebody tell me, hey, this is what the job is, this is what it is, they laying it all out there for me. If I choose to accept that job, like it was a job where I did that and I knew I shouldn't have took it, the blame kind of becomes on you because you let yourself be devalued, basically. And I did that. If y'all see my nannying story, I will leave that video because I got a headache just thinking about that video in the description box below. But I did that when I was a nanny for this family one time, and they told me everything as far as like some stuff they lied about, but as far as the pay, you know, they did tell me all of that, and I still took the job, and I definitely felt like it was completely like not, you know, fair, and I took it. And some people take things out of desperation. I get that. Some people feel like, you know what, I don't have a choice, or, you know, some people just really want to grow real fast, and they'll say, you know what, let me just take it that way. And then when they end it, they realize I don't like it this way. And that's the thing. That's kind of what happened with me too. So it's like, I get it. I could see it from his point, but at the same time, I realized that was kind of on me. Like, I shouldn't have took that job. I knew in my heart God told me not to take it, and I was doing it for the wrong reasons, you know. And that's what ultimately became the biggest downfall. So it was, I feel like, and I'm not blaming either party. I think when it comes to the Ace family and his editor, that's honestly, y'all, between them. And that's kind of like both of their fault. Like Austin, I think that was kind of wrong to you know, him and Catherine to not have like a little bit more respect for the people that work for them. But at the same time, did he respect himself by taking a position? I mean, think about it. Who really at fault when it's all boiled down to the nitty gritty? It's honestly the editor who put himself in that position, because if he knew what it came with, he accepted it. Then, you know, some people do, y'all believe it or not, some people do business like that. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you ever in a position where you feel like something ain't right, or you feel like you being devalued, and you just know it ain't right, just don't do it. Like, it's so many other ways to make money, and it's, you know, it's so many other ways to kind of like build your worth up. So if that ain't the way for you, just don't take that way. Because I'm telling y'all, at the end of the day, you gonna look stupid, because then you might damn well why you take that position. So it'd be different if he lied and told him other things. But if both of them are being honest, and they both are being honest in their transaction, then I'm gonna ask y'all, who do you think is more at fault? Austin and his family, or the Ace family, or the editor for taking a position? I mean, I'm gonna leave that question up for y'all. Y'all can comment below and tell me. And then let's go into this last point. Well, no, let's go into this the last point about the whole house. So people are saying, oh, well, they faked the robbery so that they can basically move out their house, I guess, or maybe make it seem like they owned the house. Okay, let me just say, y'all, that sounds so dumb to me. Listen, I am not the oldest person in the world. I'm only 28. I ain't that old, but I ain't, you know, I know a little bit of something. And that just sounds so dumb to me. I'm trying to understand how them, and I'm not, if you feel this way, I'm not bashing you. I'm just saying I don't understand how someone wanting to move at their house means that they get themselves set up for a fake robbery. Like, if they wanted to move, guess what they could have just did? Guess. They could have moved out. They could have just been like, you know what, we want to move because we see a better house. Or we want to downsize, you guys. Thumbnail. Like, it don't have to go to somebody faking a robbery to move. Like, it's when you really just sit down and just think about that just don't make sense. Now, if they did do that, let's just say that they did, then I just, look, I'm just over it. If they did that, I'm unsubscribing to every single person I follow, because then that just, well, not everybody, but a few people, that just don't make sense to me. Like, who would do that to say that? And honestly, whoever made up that rumor, to me, it just, because somebody started the rumor, because it's a rumor. We don't know if it's true or not. What was they doing? Were they just sitting at home when they was thinking, well, their lease is up in November, so they will have to do something to make it seem like they gotta deviate from the lease, and then they can flip over this way and get a new house, and then that way nobody even know that it was fake, that they was really renting it out. But see, whatever they do, they gotta do something clever so they can pull the strings of people, so make people feel like, dang, our lease is up, so now we gotta move, but we don't want y'all to know, so we gonna fake a robbery, so that way, you know, y'all don't even know that really we never owned the place, so we just gonna do that. Yeah, let's, like, what? Like, who? I wish you could see. Like, so yeah, like, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so people think that they were just like thinking of a million things to say that they wanted to move. Like, that just don't, I mean, just sit down for a second. Let's just all be calm for a second and just rationalize this just together. This is me not being funny. I'm literally just saying, like, really think about this. I have a house. I told people I bought it, and I didn't. I am leasing the house out. The lease is almost up in 2 months. I have a lot of people following me and watching me. So what I'm gonna do is fake a robbery to say that I'm moving. So that way when people say, why did you move? I can say I faked a robbery. Or, I mean, I'll tell them I faked it. I'm gonna say I got robbed, so I moved because I didn't feel comfortable. Or, here's another idea. I could tell people like, you know, I moved because I wanted a bigger house because I'm having another baby, or maybe I just wanted to downsize because I realized the house was too big, or I felt like my privacy was being invaded, so I decided to move because it was too many people knew where I lived, because I kind of like, look, that time I showed too much of my house, so I'm gonna move and not do that again, so that way I can have a private place to myself, maybe, so that way people don't know where I live. Or it's a million other reasons I could say why I moved, besides me fake a robbery to have people think I moved. But let's move on to that point right there. That's the point right there. So do I think they faked the robbery? No, I don't. I don't at all. I think that the robbery is real. From the very jump when I seen the robbery and I seen everything, I personally was like, oh dang, that's crazy, that's messed up, you know? And there's a few points on that too. The first thing is people were saying, well, they did it to themselves. They shouldn't have been showing their house off. They should have been, like, they kind of invited the robbers in. First thing is first. It's true. Dang, I don't want to say that, but I'll be honest, I can't lie. It's true. They did kind of open up that door. Yeah. It's true. I like the Ace family, but the reality is it's the truth. And here's why. I don't think that gives anybody the right to break into your home. I don't care if you show them your exact address. We still kind of putting the blame on the victim, because a lot of times in the world, that's what we do. Something happened to somebody, then we ask every question around what they did, and that's why that happened. Try to pinpoint a reason, right? So I'm not blaming them. I think that for me to blame the victim is ridiculous. I would never blame someone for being robbed. I had my car when I was in Detroit, and I sometimes forgot to lock my door. I'm in Detroit. I should know better, right? But you know, I really forgot, but it was a couple times where I did. And, you know, one time past the point where my car door was locked, somebody broke into my car. And so, but sometimes I accidentally did leave it unlocked. So my thing is, because that was on my mistake, just like he shouldn't have been showing his house around, I shouldn't have been accidentally leaving my door unlocked. But that still doesn't give anybody the right to come into my property and break into my car and try to steal it. And that's exactly what they tried to do. And after they did that, I didn't feel comfortable in that car. I didn't feel comfortable driving that car. I was scared they might try to come back if they see me driving. They might try to harm me, because I mean, hello, look, I just told you where I was at. So I just didn't feel comfortable, and I literally just wanted another car. Now, I ain't got money like that, so I couldn't just go buy another car. I had to suck it up and eventually drive that car. But, you know, it's just like that's real. You know what I'm saying? That happens. So, but people could have said to me, well, you shouldn't have been, you know, you shouldn't have parked on the street. Because some people said, don't park on the street. Your car can get robbed. They can get stolen. Don't park on the street. If you can't, park in the driveway. Park. But I couldn't do that necessarily. So I sometimes was parking on the street. Sometimes I just ain't feel like parking in the driveway. But that don't give people the right. And I know somebody came at me saying to me, well, it's your fault. You shouldn't have been parking on the street. No, the person who robbed me or tried to steal my car should never been in my car. So instead of blaming the victim, let's just try to think about it on the other side, right? Like, well, yeah, he did show his and that's why it's a double-edged sword, y'all. Ain't no way out of that. It's like, once you get that big, it sucks, because you kind of just become straight up blaming the victim, period. It just comes with the territory. Like, because the thing is, people, when you show off certain things, there's some people who don't have nothing to lose. There's some people who don't care. They don't care. They will do it because they have other situations happening. There's some people who are desperate. There's so many people in the world that have different motives that you have to guard yourself. Like the Bible says, guard your heart. You have to protect yourself. And even though you want to give people the benefit of the doubt, because I did watch the video and I do get where she's coming from, because I'm similar, y'all. Like, I can't get mad at them too much, because I'm sometimes naive just like them, for real, like on some dumb stuff. I be like not thinking people will do certain things because I wouldn't do it. But you gotta remember, everybody not like you and everybody not gonna do what you do and how you move. People are different. People have a whole bunch of reasons why they do what they do, and some have none. And so it's like, the reality is, you gotta protect your house. You gotta protect the house you let you and your kids, period, at all means. Benefit of the doubt has to be thrown out the window. How small, how big, because people crazy. I'm telling y'all, people they see you on here showing off certain stuff, and then they like, oh, ooh, they got that, and then they want it. You see what happened? I don't even bring this up, but y'all see what happened to a recent rapper. You know what I'm saying? I won't even talk about that right now, but it's like, that stuff happens, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you gotta be real careful on what you out here showing on social media, because people, they'll do whatever to get whatever they want. And But, see, it's a lot of buts in this video. Not mine. No, for real. See, this is how I be talking to my friends. I'm getting way more comfortable now talking to y'all. But listen, let's get on to people rumors about this. So I do think that happened. I don't believe that it was fake. I don't even think they staged it. I think it really happened. You put your life out there on social media. Unfortunately, people don't care about how, you know, the goodness of our hearts. They don't care about that. They do what they want. They will come and rob. They don't care. Some people don't care. And it's sad to say, because now it's like the victim is the victim and we should be blaming the person who robbed them. That's wrong. But at the same time, we know they had to learn. Like Catherine said in her video, and I 100% agree with her. God let this happen so that they can learn, because they do have another baby coming on the way, and they have to be able to think better and clearer and understand that everything ain't what you want it to be. This wasn't how you wish it was. Like, people will rob you. Okay, so I'm happy that they moved and all this stuff. Everything on YouTube, like Royalty World said, everything on YouTube ain't fake, y'all. Some stuff is fake. It's a lot of fake stuff. But unfortunately, there are people out here who fake everything, so a lot of people don't know what to believe, and I get that. Because it's like, if everything you watch is fake, now you got something that's real happening, you be like, man, that's fake too. Bad apples ruin a whole bunch. I get that. But everything ain't fake, y'all. Y'all understand. And I just hope y'all, whoever watching this, if you ever come into a position like theirs where you get to this point in your life, just be careful and protect yourself. Just learn from their mistake. And I know that they learned from their mistake, because I watched the video and I felt bad, because I'm like, dang, from the jump I always felt like it was real. But then you got these drama channels out here who just want to start drama, want to have something to talk about, want to have content. I get that. But it's like, dang, man, like, ugh. Somebody just got robbed and potentially could have got killed, and there was a knife, and somebody got their gun stolen, and then it's like, then you want to come up with these conspiracies and get other people to join you on this whole bandwagon of stuff that really may be fake. And we do that, where people do that because they say, well, they were lying about charity. They gave $75,000 to charity. But them and their editor, they did him wrong. He chose to take the position. Didn't have to work for them. I don't agree with how Austin did it, or his wife. But I mean, like, the guy chose the position, and I can't get too mad at that. Well, they said that they bought their house, and they lied about that. Okay, who cares if they bought it, if they rented it? I don't care. Either way it go, I can't afford that house, so I really don't care. Like, they could have rented it, they could have bought it, they could have had an alien come and ship it from Mars. What does it matter? Oh, because their credibility is now question. You telling me you was 100% honest about every single thing you ever did in your entire life, and you ain't never said something just to make people think a certain thing ever? You ain't never did that. Not once. Not never. No. You lying.
Why love you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God.
I just wish people leave them alone. This woman is pregnant, and I think they have a beautiful family. I think that they ain't perfect. I've already said this even about Queen. Nobody's perfect. But some of the ridiculous rumors that people are saying just to start something, or just because they just don't like them, just don't watch them. But they are taking our children and they are making them, the kids watch them. If I had a kid, I would let my kid watch them. Why? Because Austin did apologize for what he recently said, because he did say something, and I do think some of his ego kind of built up. Maybe he acting like that though, because you gotta understand, when everybody coming at you, it could change people. And I'm not talking about if he's showing off or not. I don't really get that vibe from him, but maybe he is, maybe he not. I guess it just depends on the person. But I think when it comes to the aggressiveness, that will come out of anybody who have kids, or just anybody who feel attacked all the time. Eventually you gonna be, so imagine I keep poking at you eventually gonna cuss them out. Like, you touch me one more time and people gonna be looking at you like, oh my gosh, you're so aggressive, like, why are you acting like this? Like, you were just so nice, and now that you have followers, you're just over here like being so mean to people. Like, we need to stop following you, we need to boycott you. It's like, was just talking about me. And I know it comes with the territory, but everybody ain't built like Beyonce. Everybody ain't got that mentality, and they not supposed to, because they ain't Beyonce. Everybody their own self. So y'all be getting mad at people who want to say something back or defend themselves, like they don't have the right to their opinion as well. But then everybody want to say everything they want to say and just make up the rumors and all this stuff. What do you win? Where can you win in this? I'm just trying to figure out where can you win? Because I feel like y'all hear my video. My video right now is like left and right. It's like, okay, I agree with him on this, but then I don't agree with this, but then it's that, but then it took us, when it's all said and done, anything I say, everything I'm telling y'all don't really matter because I wasn't there. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what I feel. I think it was real. And it, you know, I just don't believe it was fake. It's a lot of things that prove that it was like, look at Martin Lewis video. And this is why I like Martin Lewis, because he be coming to the facts. He be pulling them up. He be doing his, you know, he be digging through the research trying to find it. He don't just be sitting here like, yeah, y'all, let me tell y'all what happened. Or making up, like, you know, like he actually go through the extent. Because if it means that much to you to really research it, then get your facts. And if you can't get your facts, it's just
about the cops in the video. I said, what about the officers in this video? Are they a part of the LAPD? And guess what they said? You ready? You ready? Comment right now. Tell me you ready in the comment section. They said, yes, we can confirm that officers responded to location and took a police report. So yes, they said yes to my question. What about the officers in this video? Are they a part of the LAPD? So they said yes. And they gave me the answer. So they did get robbed. Who by? We don't know. And the police are real. The report is real. Well, I don't know about the one that Keemstar has. Now,
I don't know no facts, y'all. I'm just talking on my opinion. So anyway, yeah, y'all just seen that video. He said that, you know, he did, you know, contact LAPD, and they said that so now let's look at it from a standpoint of being a human, and then we're gonna end this video because this video is 30 minutes long, y'all. Probably I'm gonna try to cut it down as much as possible. If you made it to this point, y'all comment hard because y'all real. If y'all watch this long rant for no reason, because at the end of the day, if I'm gonna tell you at the end, y'all gonna be like, oh, okay. The first thing is, so let's say that everything is real, but I believe it is. Now you have someone who just got robbed, who's traumatized, and one is pregnant, and there's a baby involved, and somebody took a knife, and potentially they could have got killed. From a human, from just a human, not YouTuber, not how much money. Let's just strip away everything and let's talk about the human inside that, because sometimes people get there. There's still a human on that camera. So now this person is devastated, traumatized, scared. The video that I watched, the recent one that they posted, I'll leave it in my description box below. I felt that was real. Now I know some people's like Laura Lee video, the whole apology thing. You could feel that maybe fakeness, maybe I don't know. But that video that they just posted, when you looked at her, you can see she looks so empty, and he just seems so traumatized. You can see that. Look, my major was psychology. One thing I know a little bit something about is I could, you could feel it too. But my thing is, you strip away all of this YouTube stuff, and then you have a person who was robbed, and now they have to deal with all of this trauma, and then they have all these people on social media spreading rumors that may or may not be true, just to throw anything out there to get views, or to say they're feeling, and then make it seem like I said what I said, so I don't care what nobody else feels. But then, yeah, you spreading rumors, and the thing is, you don't even know if what you're saying is real, though. You don't, and you believe what you're saying, but it's like some of the stuff people say is so far-fetched. And not only that, some stuff is just so blown up. And then people all say the same thing, and now you got everybody being followers, and nobody is actually thinking for themselves, because they just all want to comment underneath one particular person video, where, you know, multiple videos just to like have some type of agreements, but then y'all still don't even know if it's fact. Y'all everything, because if you hear everything people say, they say, well, I think, well, I don't know, but I really believe. None of that is facts. And I feel like, what's the purpose? I know, views. I know, to have people, you know, go with your conspiracies, but I don't think this is the time. Like, I'm just trying to imagine me being robbed and a whole bunch of people just going on social media making up these rumors, and then being pregnant. Y'all gotta understand that that's a lot. That's a lot for anybody to deal with, and I think maybe if you feel that it was fake, just don't support their channel, don't watch their videos. That's that, and move on. That's my idea. And then, or if you want to talk about it, don't try to drag it on, and then not only drag it on, but just get everybody to agree with you because you kind of like making what you say seem real, or you pulling up receipts that's fake and then go on with it, and now you believe in, like, y'all, for real, like that's not cool. So I don't know. I personally, I wish them well. I pray God bless them, heal their heart, and that they're able to move on from this. But unfortunately, this does come with the territory. And honestly, none of our opinions really matter about this situation, because we can all go all back and forth about whether it's real, whether it's fake. But only God knows. And I believe it is, and you may believe it is, or you may believe it's not. But if it is real, let's just at least think, if it is real, what would you say to a person who just got robbed? Think of it that way. That way, if it is real, you don't look dumb dragging somebody down when they already hurt. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, if y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. You already know what to do. Hit that notification bell below, so that way you can be notified when my next video come out. And comment below, what do you think? You know, what do you think? Do you think it was real? Do you think it's fake? I think it's real. I think we should just leave it alone and let them heal. But, you know, that's all I gotta say, y'all. So I'm gonna end this video because I'm gonna keep talking. So, bye, y'all.